Welcome to Dead Simple Tutorials, and in today's episode we are going to be learning Adobe Premiere, and by the end of this short series you'll not only be able to edit but to understand how various effects have been achieved on film and how to replicate them. We are going to be using Adobe Premiere 2018, which is a non-linear video editor. What this means is you can have layers on top of layers of video, which I'll demonstrate shortly. Also, this tutorial is both for Mac and Windows users. So let's close this panel, head over to File and select New Project. We're going to name it Tutorial 1. Choose a location where you would like your project file to be saved. You can pretty much ignore everything else. It's not important for now, except the renderer. If you have the option of GPU acceleration, please select it as it makes Premiere run much faster, and if it's not available, don't worry about it. You can now click OK. Congratulations, you have successfully created a project file. This is our work area, and you can configure it to have various panels in various positions, as I'll show you in a future video. But for the sake of uniformity, we'll stick to this layout. So the first thing we'll do is to import media so that we can begin editing. You can either head over to File and click Import, or more easily, you can double-click on this area and select the files you like and import. Remember, the video files we are using are available for free download on the link below the description. You might also find it necessary to sort your files into bins to save on time, especially when you're working on a large project with many video and audio files. We'll create bins by left-clicking on the same area and selecting New Bin and name it Video. Then we'll create another new bin and name it Audio. And GFX for both graphics and text. We will then drag our video files into our video bin. You could also create a bin inside a bin. For example, we will double click on video and create a new bin and name it B-roll. And you could have another bin inside another bin, and so on. Before we get back to editing, in a professional setting, this is usually the work of an assistant editor. But bins will greatly save you a lot of time when editing later on, so don't overlook this. The first step in editing is to create a sequence. So head over to File, then select New and Sequence. Select the necessary camera settings that match your footage, and then name your sequence. Equally, you could create a sequence by dragging footage to this area. This way is much easier, especially if the settings confuse you, as it will automatically adapt the various video settings. In video editing, there is no wrong or right way to do things. What shows on screen is what matters, the final result. You can also create as many sequences as you like, but why will you do this? Well, imagine you're editing a whole movie with many scenes. It can get confusing really fast. So you may have various sequences for various scenes and combine them later on, a master sequence. Though this is advanced and will be covered later on. Meanwhile, you're on your way to becoming a master editor. And on the next lesson, we will dive deeper on how to use these tools to cut and trim footage. If you found our free tutorials helpful, please support our channel by subscribing. Your help is greatly appreciated.